Amid all of this, the Fed had said at its meeting back in December that uncertainty around the economic outlook was indeed elevated. The vaccine reduced the downside risk, but the surge in pandemic represented increased downside risk. The pandemic was causing, as it had said in the past, tremendous human and economic hardship. A few said the Fed could increase asset purchases if the economy or the economic outcome was slower than anticipated. Economic activity, however, remained well below the levels at the beginning of the year. Economy, though, did show signs of resilience in the face of the pandemic, with a recovery that was stronger than anticipated. Recent indicators did signal the pace of the recovery had slowed when the Fed met back in December. Still seems to be the case. Now, there was, following inflation, the increase in consumer prices had been soft at that time, though it seems to have increased a bit since then. Now, on the issue of the balance sheet, some members said that once the goals were obtained of getting the economy back on track, several favored an eventual tapering of asset purchases. That's all I could find, Tyler, on that critical issue.
And when it gets back to what are the markers for it getting back to where the Fed would like it to be to begin that tapering? Or do we know? I thought we knew.
No, we don't. We don't know that. Let me explain very quickly, Tyler. There's two main policy tools: the interest rate and there's the asset purchases.
Right.
The interest rate, the Fed has been pretty specific about the idea that inflation will run above it, and they want to average 2% inflation. That same tack is not necessarily attached to the idea of asset purchases. That's a bit of a squishier kind of, we're not really sure. And as you can see, I was hoping to find in the minutes some more detail on that. I think the Fed's going to have to come back and give us more information about exactly what you asked, Tyler. What would trigger a tapering? How will we know when we're there?
But to your point, which is very interesting, separate the rate decision and any rate moves from the tapering moves, which are a totally different thing. Steve Liesman, thank you. We'll probably be back to you sometime.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.